A pivotal political movement is taking shape in the U.S. among many African Americans. African Americans across the nation are uniting with a clear message to the Democrats: commit to an executive order for reparations by the first week of January 2025, or lose our vote in the 2024 presidential elections. The community's message is unequivocal. If the Democratic candidate does not pledge to sign an executive order for reparations before November 2024, these African Americans, as a bloc, will withhold their vote, choosing to refrain from voting for either party, the Democrats or the Republicans. Additionally, a larger-scale organized boycott movement will launch, targeting voluntary U.S. military participation and corporations. For a deeper understanding of why this political strategy has been adopted, we invite you to watch our companion video, Reparations: Should African Americans Boycott the 2024 Elections in Return for Their Vote? This video accurately demonstrates African American history post-slavery until modern day. It shows how Republicans and Democrats have systemically worked together to promise, and then rescind promises to African Americans once they have obtained the African American vote. African Americans must take a stand against political exploitation. With the rise of normalized white supremacy, African Americans must secure reparations for their people before voting for anything else. Reparations for African Americans are crucial. The demand is not a mere request but a necessity for rectifying centuries of atrocities committed against African Americans, and the ongoing injustices the community still faces. Reparations for the African American community are a call for economic empowerment, the restoration of stolen wealth, and a chance for African Americans to break free from the shackles of systemic exploitation. In this video, we delve into the initial framework of a reparations package, a cornerstone of our movement. Our aim is to refine and evolve this package through ongoing revisions until June 2024. African Americans must define what we want in terms of reparations. We must also define the terms that will eventually have to be negotiated. Grassroots African Americans, those who feel the discrimination and systemic oppression, must define what we believe reparations should look like, not Washington and definitely not any state. Reparations must not be at the state level. This would give some states the right to pay reparations while others can choose not to, and more. We have chosen the deadline of June 2024 to complete our grassroots reparations package to allow Democratic candidates for president to see and understand what we as African Americans want. To fully grasp the essence and details of this initial proposal, we encourage you to watch the entire video. Your insights and feedback are invaluable to us. Please share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments section. If you're interested in contributing to the development of this reparations package more closely or wish to engage more actively in our grassroots reparations movement, let us know in the comments. We're especially seeking support from civil rights attorneys. Your pro bono expertise could be instrumental, so please get in touch. We also seek help from other social media influencers to get the word out. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the first draft of the African American reparations package. In this video we'll be discussing the eligibility criteria for the reparations package, focusing on the definition and qualifications for reparations. To qualify for reparations, one must be 21 years of age and must be able to prove that he or she is an African American descendant of slaves, also known as ADOS. ADOS is a designation that identifies individuals who are direct descendants of African Americans who were enslaved in the United States. To be eligible for the reparations package, an applicant must first establish their African American status. This involves proving that they are in fact African Americans. The definition of an African American is a person with two U.S.-born African American parents. Biracial individuals do not qualify as African American status under the first eligibility criteria and are therefore disqualified for reparations on his or her own merit. However, if a person of biracial heritage has a black parent, this person can apply to receive a portion of his or her eligible parent's proceeds. Once an individual successfully attains African American status, the next phase is to qualify for ADOS status. This requires applicants to provide verifiable evidence of their ancestral lineage going back to slavery. It's important to understand that qualifying for ADOS status is the gateway to accessing the reparations package. This two-step process ensures that reparations are directed to those with a verified historical connection to slavery, upholding the integrity and intention of the reparations initiative. For the sake of time, this video will focus only on African American and ADOS status eligibility. Details of the first draft of the reparations package will be outlined in subsequent videos. As previously stated, to qualify for reparations, applicants must meet specific age criteria. They should be at least 21 years old by the time of the initial reparations payout to eligible ADOS recipients. Additionally, this eligibility extends up to 3 years following the first payout date. In essence, individuals must reach the age of 21 within 3 years of the initial distribution of reparations to be considered eligible. Children are not eligible for reparations. Children under 21 will receive a portion of their parents' reparations under U.S. inheritance laws. No further reparations will be paid by the U.S. government to any new ADOS applicant 3 years after the initial reparations payout date. The first step in the two-part process for verifying eligibility for reparations involves establishing African American status. To verify African American status, one must present a birth certificate issued in the United States. This birth certificate must indicate that both of the applicant's parents are African American. If the father of the child is not listed or is unknown with no race designation, then the mother's race must indicate African American. After completing Step 1, the process moves to Step 2, which focuses on verifying specific ancestral roots. This step requires applicants to show proof of ancestral lineage going back to the slavery era. Qualified ancestors must be listed in some type of documentation as African, Negro, Colored, Black, or African American. Unlike Step 1 when proving current African American status, in Step 2 biracial or mulatto is acceptable as proof of the enslaved. During slavery, sexual assault was common, and many biracial children were born of these unions. This ancestral connection is a fundamental element in establishing one's ADOS identity, linking them historically and genealogically to the period of slavery. In addition to the primary criteria for ADOS eligibility, there are exceptions to acknowledge diverse family structures within the African American community. Individuals who were legally adopted by 2 African American parents are eligible for ADOS status. These individuals must present proof of their legal adoption. Furthermore, they need to show that their adoptive parents satisfy the 2-parent African American lineage requirement. This provision ensures that individuals adopted into African American families have equal access to ADOS eligibility as those born biologically into such families. In instances of unofficial adoption or long-term familial care within the African American community, eligibility for ADOS is still attainable. Applicants in these situations must submit documentation that verifies their recognized status as children in their African American families. This could include mentions in family obituaries or other pertinent records. This category also extends to individuals raised by African American guardians or relatives, such as grandparents, aunts, uncles, etc., who may not be biological or legally adoptive parents but have played a significant role in raising the individual. For many African Americans, because of slavery, conventional verification records may not be readily available due to historical disparities in record keeping. This is why we consider alternate forms of proof to ensure everyone has a fair chance to establish their eligibility. Let's look at some of the accepted forms of documentation. 1. Birth certificates. These are fundamental in proving lineage, detailing the individual's birth and their parents' identities. 2. Ancestry genealogy charts. Online services like Ancestry.com offer detailed charts that include birth, marriage, and death records, helping trace family lineage. 3. Marriage certificates. Essential for confirming familial ties and the continuity of lineage. 4. Death certificates. Useful for determining the lineage and relationships to ancestors. 5. Census rolls. These historical documents provide insights into family structures, residences, and racial identities over the years. Additional records may also be accepted. 6. Baptismal records. Often found in church archives, these can offer information about early family ties. 7. Military records. Especially valuable when other records are scarce, these can shed light on personal and family history. 8. Adoption records. For those legally adopted, these records are key in establishing the lineage of adoptive parents. 9. Land and property records. These documents can trace where families lived and their heritage. It's important to note that these documents, individually or combined, should prove your identity and your direct lineage to eligible ancestors. If you've enjoyed watching this video and learning more about the African American reparations movement, please subscribe and share this video with others. Please leave your comments about this video and any reparations package suggestions below, and tune in for future reparations movement videos. Thank you for watching.